Your stand-up show, which you're currently taking around the world.
Yes.
It's funny and it's frank, but to many people it is also shocking, and to some it's offensive. And I wonder whether you carefully calculate how to offend.
I do. I'm an expert at offending people. I've offended you just in the makeup room alone. Because first of all, I can't believe someone married you. But good luck to her. Anyway, when I took that photo, one of the things that struck me was that people actually were saying that it was a severed head. So what I like to talk about in my act is I make a joke of it, like as if I went to the severed head store, which doesn't exist. So the outrage is faux, in my opinion. And I am, I don't have one single day of paid work ahead of me in my own country. And I'm a workhorse.
Because of the reaction, you mean?
Because of the reaction.
Well, let's get to that in a minute, but let's not start with the reaction. Let's start with the action.
I thought I was the guest, but really, let's do this your way.
No. Well, I'm
Don't
the guy who's asking
mansplain to me. Don't you mansplain.
Well, let's start with the action of choosing to go into the photographer's studio with that mask and that ketchup.
Let me just stop you and say one thing I will say that's difficult. The photographer, Tyler Shields, has the copyright. And I have no say in the copyright. And so I just have to say, because I trusted him, I kind of got screwed that he can make however much money from that image, which will sort of stand with me forever. So there's that.
I mean, that is
everywhere I go.
And your biography and, frankly, your epitaph will probably be about the moment you decided to stand with
people
Donald
at airports
Trump's
want
head.
me to do that pose with their head, and I say I can't.
So, as I posed the question in the introduction, what were you thinking at that time? You must have known that you were crossing a line here.
Yes, of course. That's a comedian's job. That's what we do. I feel if you don't cross the line, well, I like to move it and then cross it. Then what are we doing? What am I going to do? Jokes about the differences between puppies and kittens?
Right. So
there's never been a president like this in history. There's never been a president who deserved to be shamed so much. And I really think the reason he had such a reaction, and his grown children, although I lovingly call them Eddie Munster and date rape. I don't know if they're fully formed human beings.
Well, let's stick with your thinking, because as we tease out your career, I think it's important to understand how you make decisions. So there you are with Donald Trump's head, and you adopt a pose which, of course, is reminiscent of those jihadists, those so-called Islamic State fighters.
Or Perseus and Medusa.
Well, perhaps, but in our day...
A lot of iconic imagery in comedy has been done with... There's a movie called Eight Heads in a Duffel Bag with David Spade. I believe there's a scene in Death Becomes Her where they roll Meryl Streep's head down a bowling alley. So this is all open for interpretation. But I want to be clear. None of this outrage would have happened if Donald Trump didn't get freaked out that a girl shamed him. That's what this is about. A girl shamed him.
Well, yeah, but you had depicted the beheading of the commander-in-chief, and America has sensitivities about the security of its president, not without good reason. You had crossed so many lines, I can't even count them. So I just wonder, when you talk about not being confused and being clear about what you were doing, you then, after all of this reaction, issued an apology. So are you sorry or aren't you?
I'm not sorry. I take the apology back 1,000%. And the reason I made the apology is that when the image went out, I really thought people would think it's just Kathy doing another shocking image. I've done many throughout my career, and I've said shocking things. When I won my first Emmy, I got in trouble because I said, "Suck it, Jesus, this award is my God now." And, the conservatives took ads out in the papers, and that's what they like to spend their time and money on. So, yes, I knew what I was doing, and the reason I apologize is my good friend Rosie O'Donnell, the preeminent expert, by the way, on being trolled by this fool, the accidental president, as I call it. He's been trolling her for 10 years. And so she said the words, "What if Daniel Pearl's mother saw this?" And then, of course...